Hey everybody, Alec from Octave here today. I wanted to take some time to go over some of the capabilities and functionalities that you get from running the Qualify person or Qualify company agent that you might not be aware of and might not be fully utilizing today. So jumping into the configuration of the agent itself, we have the ability to qualify on your company's offering, qualify the target company against your segments, qualify the target person against the personas in your library, and also score them against your different playbooks. There's nuance here in which segments you want to qualify against. You can fix a particular one or fix a particular persona. Lots of nuance here, but a couple things I wanted to point out. So let's say table stakes, you want to qualify the company against your offering. Then you want to fit it to one of your segments, but you don't actually want this segment score to contribute to the overall score. You can exclude that from the overall score right here. So that can be an interesting thing to do, so you get that data of what segment is the best fit, but it doesn't contribute to that overall score. So in this case right now, it's going to go find the best segment, find the best persona, find the best offering, but only the persona and offering scores are going to combine into an overall score. So what that looks like in Clay, if we run it here against a list of contacts, we'll get an overall score here, but within the data payload, you can actually go in and see what the subscores were for the product score. Here is a 9 and the persona score. Same thing. So we've pushed these out, and as you can see, all these companies seem like pretty good fits. Some of these personas less so. So what I did here was, given that, if the persona wasn't a great fit, I wanted to go ahead and look and see if we could find prospects at these companies that were good fits. So we ran our prospector agents, which then wrote this into a new table. So now we have leads that are still obviously good fits on the company level, but also good fits on the persona score. So this can be a way to, we're evaluating leads and we've seen a good company, but it just happens that the list that we had wasn't finding the right person. This can be a good way to quickly get to that right list of people at the companies that you know are already qualified. The other thing I wanted to showcase was, how I mentioned that we turned off the segment score. We still have all that data from here, so the agent still went and did that work. So we pop out the segment name match right over here, and what you can do is when you run a sequence agent, in this case, this sequence agent is choosing between 3 or 4 different playbooks. And what I did was pass in the segment name to help it select the proper playbooks. I have a few different playbooks that are sector-based playbooks, so the segment name should do a good job at helping it decide which playbook is best. And as you see when we ran this, it did pick the correct playbook based on that. The agent should already do a good job at doing that, but this can just be a way to kind of reinforce your decision there and give it a little bit more guidance on what to select. So then we did that, it selected the correct playbook, and then we generated messaging that way. So quick little scenario, just wanted to show you how, instead of just using the qualification agent to say, enrich your CRM or go, no go, remove from the flow, you can do a lot more with that data and trigger a lot of different workflows and feed that data into other agents and help keep the flywheel going. So just wanted to point that out, those different options for the config, and then what you can do downstream. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know if there are any other questions you have here, but hopefully you can start to take advantage of all of the data that we're passing back to you and really utilize it well. Thank you.